Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are watching our channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to the channel and share this video and hit a like button. So what we're going through today is I'm going to be going through over my watch list for the coming week, and the pairs that I will be analyzing is GU and it's EU as well. So let's hop onto the screen. Hope you enjoy. Let's get to work. Okay, so the first pair that we're gonna start with is GU, which is GBPUSD. And so what we can see is that the price got to this place and then it reversed from there, pulled back, and then it made another run again just to try to break that structure. But we can see that this area hold, or this structure, was a significant key level because it did hold, because the price couldn't break it, so it reversed from there. So basically what we can see is that we are seeing a touch here, and then we're seeing another touch here, and this is signifying a double top, right? That's a double top. And what you can also see from the market is that we are seeing an M pattern. And we know that from this pair, it likes forming an M pattern when it's about to reverse. And currently, the immediate trend is an uptrend. So we're seeing it shooting to the upside, but we're seeing signs that it might want to reverse. But for now, there are no entries. We don't know what it wants to do. Remember, we are not trying to impose what we think the market will do, but we are following what the market is doing, right? So that's a double top that has been formed there. So maybe we can go to the lower time frame. So from the lower time frame, what we can do is we can maybe join this point. Okay, and let's copy that. Okay, let's copy that. So what we can see, these are the points that we highlighted of the market forming a double top, and then we're seeing a touch here, another touch here, and then okay, we didn't have another touch there because the market reversed from there, but we're seeing it being broken here. But we don't just want to enter when it's breaking. We must be able to see how it's breaking this area, because this is like our support trend line. So we're looking at how it's breaking it. And remember, in this channel, I trend, or let me say my strategy is that I'm using patterns, right? So I want to see what is being formed in this area. I've already seen that the market did form an M shape for a possible reversal, and I'm already seeing that the market has formed a double top, and I'm already seeing here that the market is forming something here. Let's copy that. Okay, I can see the market is forming something there, which might be signifying a flag, which might be adding to my confluence that the market is really thinking of going to the downside. But for now, I really do not know. Yeah, but I like the confluences that are sticking together, because that means that I've got maybe, let's say, how many school of trades that are on my side. There's the double top. Yeah, the double top is there. The breaking of the trend line is there. The pattern traders, that means that they're also looking at this. So meaning that there's a high probability that the market is really going to the downside. So what I can do is I will go to the lower time frame just to see if there's anything that I can see. Okay, let me zoom. This is my lower time frame. So what I can see is that okay, let me try to align this so that I can make it nicely. Okay, so this is the structure that I said I was looking at. So if I can just have a look in terms of what's happening within that structure, I can see there is a pattern that is quite famous that is being formed in my flag, right? Which is a head and shoulder. I'm seeing my left shoulder, then the head, and then the right shoulder is there. And then here is the, let me say, this is my neckline, right? So what the market did was to break the neckline, and now it's currently touching or testing this supporting trend line. So what I would do is I would wait for the market to reverse, touch my test my neckline, and then I would wait for a momentum candle to the downside, right? Immediately when I get that candle to the downside, which is signifying a momentum, I would enter and I would target, okay, maybe I'll have my first TP here, which is at 2.24%, and then, but my overall target would be here. So that's like 17.06% that you can bank out from this pair at the moment. Maybe you can even make your stop loss to be tighter, but I don't like having a tighter stop loss, because you must be able to give the market room for it to breathe, you know, because some people, they put tighter stop losses and then the market will just hit go and take your stop loss and then move in your anticipated direction, whereas you already out, you know. So yeah, that's okay. So the second pair that we're gonna be going through is EU, right, which is Euro USD. So what I can do is, from the left, I can see that there was an area that was respected, and the move from that area was significant. So you can see that the market from this area, it trended to the downside significantly. So what happened is that the market reversed from here. So we can maybe mark it, reversed from here and then trended to the upside, right? So some people will say, because this signified a resistance, so from here they would buy, right? So, but for me, I wouldn't buy in this area. The reason being, I'm seeing something that is being formed here, right? So if you can look at this, this is what the first touch, this is the second touch. So if you're buying from here and saying, no, there is a probability that the market might reverse and go to the downside, but there is a huge possibility that the market might want to come here for a third touch, of which that what happened in this case. So if you would have bought from here, they would have taken out, because you were going to put maybe your stop loss here, or maybe put your stop loss here. But your stop loss was going to be bigger, and then this was going to take out your stop loss, and then you see that the market reversed from there after making that third touch, right? So let's follow what the market is doing. Okay, let's copy this structure. Okay, so we're seeing that the market is doing something here. And the other thing that we can also see is that the market is making a touch here, and then another touch here. So what we will need to do right now is we would need to zoom into the lower time frames. So if we go to, okay, let's make this neat. If we go to the lower time frames, you can say there was a touch here, then there was another touch, and then the third touch we're seeing reversed. But after reversing, we're seeing that the market did form a pattern, did form some structure here that we would need to understand what it is. So if we can maybe try to understand that structure in terms of what it is. So we're seeing the same thing that we have seen on the first pair that we have analyzed, which is GU, right? We're seeing a flag, which might mean that the market is ready to move to the downside. And the other thing that is very nice is that we're seeing a pull that the market reversed to test this significant key level, which is visible on our daily. So that's what is nice here. So maybe what you could have done is, if you would have seen this earlier, maybe let's go to the 1 hour time frame. Maybe if you would have seen this earlier, you would have maybe entered here, because after testing this area and testing this key level and this trend line, we're seeing momentum to the downside. We're seeing this momentum candle being formed, which is bearish. So you are going to be able maybe to place your enter there, maybe make your stop loss to be tighter. The reason why you're making it to be tighter, because the key level has already been tested, right? And we're seeing momentum from it. Maybe you're gonna have to target this this level here. So that's like your 2.8% that you would have banked out from this trade, right? So that was gonna be the thing. Okay, the other thing that we're seeing, okay, since you already missed this trade, let's look at where it is now, right? So we're seeing our flag, and from our flag, we also seeing maybe what you can call there another pattern that is formed, right? And seeing that pattern that is formed there, look at this. There's your left shoulder, your head, and your right shoulder, right? Which is a reversal pattern. So we have a flag. We have a flag that is signifying a movement towards the downside, or a continuation to the downside. And then we also have your head and shoulder, and then we also have this daily key level being tested, and we're seeing momentum to the downside, right? So what I would wait for is, I would wait for the market, because we're seeing a mini pullback here. I would wait for the market to pull back and touch and test the neckline. Then after testing the neckline, I would wait for a continuation candle, a momentum candle, a bearish momentum candle to the downside here. And then I would enter on that bearish candle. Okay, so my first TP would be, because there's nothing here, my first target would be here, and then overall maybe target this region, this area, which is like your 17.31%. So that's how much you can make from this going into the next week. But we cannot impose our feelings on the market, so we don't really know if the market is moving up or down. The best thing that we can do is to follow what the market is doing. So that's my outlook for the next week. Enjoy, guys. Have a peaceful weekend. Cheers.